What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cactus Podcast. It's CJ. I'm your host today, and we're going for a deep dive on the Lord of the Flies. And we have two guests today. Jack. So Jack is the first guest. So introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. As you all may know, my name is Jack, and I am from this little country in Europe called Great Britain. Okay, I was born there. And in my old life in Great Britain, I was a choir boy. I was the leader of the choir group, right? Leader of the choir group. And then suddenly, a war happened. Nuclear war everywhere. So they had to ship us to this different place that was not in Britain. But unfortunately, our plane crashed. It crashed on this island. We don't know where we are. We are scared. I wake up, I find myself on this island, and that is where my adventure begins.
So how did the desire of acceptance affect you in Island?
How the desire of acceptance. Okay. Well, me personally, I wanted to be accepted on the island as the leader. But there was this young boy who was the same age as me. His name was Ralph. And Ralph was elected on the island as the leader of the group.
Really?
But I didn't like that because the way Ralph operated on the island is he forced people to make these fires for no reason. He says, "Oh, we're going to get rescued." I don't want to get rescued. I want to hunt. I want to hunt. I love to hunt. Oh, I tell everyone on the island I want to hunt pig. I love it. But Jack is making me build all these fires. So suddenly, I start to disrespect Ralph, and I don't see him as the leader of me. And I want to be accepted as the leader of the island. That is my desire. I desire for everyone to follow me instead of Ralph because I believe that the way I will lead will be better than him. That is my desire. So then I started disrespecting Ralph. I didn't obey his orders and I did my own thing on the island and I was hunting with my group, with my choir boys because I do not want to follow Ralph. I desire to be the leader.
So how did the role of fear affected you in Island?
Role of fear. Okay, so basically on this island, there was this little boy on the island. His name was Percival. And Percival saw on the island that there was a beast, this monster on the island. And he told everyone at the meeting that there was a beast. And I looked at this boy, and I did not believe him personally. But I wanted this boy to have faith in me. I wanted him to believe in me and follow me. So what I told them that when I see this beast, when I encounter his presence, I will eliminate the beast. Me and my hunters will kill the beast for you, my child. He was in awe. He looked at me like that. That was the fear on the island, but I did not believe. So I manipulated the boys in the island to thinking I will eliminate that fear on the island. You see what I'm talking about? And then, basically, I didn't like Ralph. You already know how I talk about
you
that.
hated it. You hated it.
So I didn't want him to be my leader anymore. So one day Ralph called, or I called meeting actually. I called the meeting and I told everyone on the island, I do not want to be here anymore. So I'm going to make my own tribe. If you want to follow me, come with me right now. And everybody looked at me like crazy, like deer in the headlights.
You couldn't look crazy.
I beat you.
I'm sorry.
So I got embarrassed and I decided that I should leave. And when I left, I created my own tribe. You see what I'm talking about? Me and my choir boys and a couple of the other kids on the island, we made our own tribe and I was finally the chief. I was the chieftain. I felt the power and I wanted to keep that power. And the only way I would keep the power on the island is if I install fear into all of my followers. So what I did, I tied up this boy on the pole and I threatened him. I said, I'm going to beat you.
Oh
So
my
I'm going
gosh.
to beat you.
Okay.
I'm not actually going to beat the boy, but I need everyone to know that I have the power now. I have the power now.
Okay.
I tell everyone on the island, Jack or Ralph, you are no longer chief on this island. Look at me, I have power now. I hunt, I kill a pig. I will put your head on stick. And I
my
looked at Ralph.
Wait. Did you actually put his head on a stick?
We was going to. Actually, my friend, we started to hunt Ralph on the island. We burned the island down. My friend Roger, he sharpened stick on both ends, so we stick the stick in the ground and Ralph's head on top.
Really?
But I got interrupted by the sailor. I was so close to my plan. I wanted to eliminate him. That's how I manipulated the people with fear. You see what I'm saying, my friend?
You killed Ralph.
I was close. I was very close.
Well, thank you for this interview. You
Thank
scared
you so
the
much.
living heck out of me, but thank you.
Watch out. You better sleep with one eye open, my friend.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Elect Jack for president. Thank
Okay,
you.
get out of here. Now we're gonna interview Simon. Simon,
I'm Simon. I'm 11 years old, and I'm the bit of the loner of the island.
so how has the desire for acceptance affected you in Island?
Well, me personally, I'm a very socially anxious person, so I really worry about what the other boys on the island think of me. Like, I really want Jack to like me, and I really want Ralph to like me, and so I'm very like self-conscious, and I actually have an interaction with the Beast, and you know, although it's just the pig's head, and I had a little bit of a delusional interaction with him. I was really talking to myself and saying like, the other boys won't like you, and you're so ignorant, you're so silly, and like they won't like you like that. It's just it was such an interesting experience to like look inside myself and have that kind of reaction, and I think that really plays into the rest of society. When we desire to be accepted, sometimes we do things that we wouldn't usually do, like we might become more rambunctious, or we might become more, closed in, or like space up, or we might do things that we wouldn't have done otherwise, if we didn't want to be accepted.
Yeah. So how has the role of fear influenced you in Island?
Well, fear has definitely been spread across the island all throughout the time that we were there. Jack, definitely. Ralph, a little bit, but mostly Jack. Like when they first found about the Beast, all the boys were really scared, and nobody really knew what it looked like, and nobody went to kind of investigate. And if they did, it was at night, so nobody could really see.
Yeah.
So I myself went up there to take a closer look.
Yeah.
Because in my heart, I was like, I feel like they're just exaggerating, or they're doing it because, they want to gain control. And when I did, I found out it was just, a guy with a parachute. So I feel like the fear that Jack inflicted into the boys was because he wanted to gain power. But for me, I knew that I wasn't going to fall pressure to that and full influence to that, so I checked it out. And, it was right. The fear wasn't really there. The fear was just put there to keep us in control. And, to kind of trick us almost.
Yep. Okay, well, thank you for this interview.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah. Now we're going to talk about ultranationalism in relation to the book. So let me welcome Mrs. Grace Wright.
I'm Mrs. Wright. I have a major in literature and a minor in political science. And we're going to be discussing the topic of ultranationalism in relation to the book. So first I have a quote to discuss. So the quote goes, "Roger's Armed was conditioned by a society that knew nothing of him and was in ruins." I think this is a really good quote because it shows William Golding's critique on how the British thought they were superior and ultranationalistic above everybody else, yet they were committing awful war crimes like a nuclear war. And it says they knew nothing of him, so even though Roger was on the island, he still followed the rules, even though nobody was looking at him and there was no authority. And the British and the people that imposed the rules on Roger, they themselves are breaking them and doing awful things. It's very hypocritical of them. And so the idea that they are superior, but they are doing things that they are blaming and making other people feel bad about, is very hypocritical of them. And that's also the idea of the ultranationalism.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you guys for watching this episode of the Cactus Podcast.
We'll see you guys later. Stay blessed.
Hey guys, welcome back to My bad. Today we're going. We're going to.
It's okay. It's okay. Just go.
We're gonna do